Hello, here's the news at this hour on Tstv. I am Mobola Badekale. Here are some major headlines. 42 microfinance banks lose licenses. Former VC council members, religious leaders meet on Tuesday over UIVC. Germany to suspend air links with United Kingdom from midnight, and in the water sport, Joshua Fury clash verbally agreed. And now, the news in details. The Central Bank of Nigeria (CBN) has withdrawn the operating licenses of 42 microfinance banks, while the affected banks have been shut down. The Nigeria Deposit Insurance Corporation (NDIC) has stepped in to wind down the banks. In a statement, the NDIC said it would promptly commence the verification of claims of depositors from today. According to NDIC, the operating licenses were revoked by the CBN effective from November 12, 2020. The NDIC, however, stated that as the official liquidator of the banks whose licenses were recently revoked, it is the process of closing the banks and paying the insured depositors, adding that all depositors of these banks should visit the closed banks' addresses and meet NDIC officials for the verification of their claims commencing from today, 21st December 2020, till Thursday, 24th December 2020. Workers in the nation's communications industry under the aegis of Private Telecommunications and Communications Senior Staff Association of Nigeria (PTECSSAN) weekend rejected the two-week deadline given by the federal government to telecommunications operators to block subscribers' lines that failed to link them up with the National Identification Number (NIN). This came as Socio-Economic Rights and Accountability Project (SERAP) asked the President Muhammadu Buhari to stop NCC directives on NIN and the threat to block SIM cards that failed to meet the deadline, describing directives as burdensome, unjustified, and unnecessary. However, PTESSAN Union noted that the NCC statement went further to threaten the operators with sanctions which include withdrawal of their licenses if they failed to effect the blockade. Among others, PTECSSAN contended that it was impossible to achieve the deadline, saying to register about 170 million Nigerians that are yet to be registered within 2 weeks is a tall order that can never be met with the present encumbrances in the present approach of registering people. The meeting, convened by the university's acting Vice-Chancellor, Professor Babatunde Akintola, is expected to have in attendance members of the Council, past Vice-Chancellors, members of Senate, religious leaders, and internal applicants for the post of Vice-Chancellor, among other stakeholders. It is gathered that the meeting, driven by Akintola's belief that the crisis in the appointment of Vice-Chancellor should be treated internally, devoid of external influence. However, upon assumption of office on December 1st, Akintola has asserted commitment to utilizing his 6-month tenure to ensuring that a substantive Vice-Chancellor emerges devoid of rancor in line with the acceptable process. Tuesday's meeting is said to be in the continuation of a series of meetings called by Akintola since the emergence of him as the Vice-Chancellor to mend fences. He had earlier met with members of the university community, to include the Non-Academic Staff Union and Senior Staff Union of Nigeria University. Homeowners and residents of the Aerodrome GRA in Ibadan raised the alarm on the danger posed to their lives and properties by a gas plant being constructed in the estate by a gas company. The aggrieved residents, including an octogenarian woman and a former commissioner for environment, Majakodumi Aborode, had embarked on a protest at the site on Saturday. The vice chairman of Aerodrome GRA, Professor Molola Talabi, called on the Oyo State government and the Department of Petroleum Resources to revoke the approval for the gas plant if it had been issued to the company. The residents said it would be a conspiracy on the part of the company and the government agencies involved to allow highly inflammable gas plant to be built very close to residential buildings. The news on Tstv will be back right after this. Welcome back, and after some foreign stories, Germany will suspend air links with Britain from midnight, the health minister said on Sunday, following in the first steps of Belgium and the Netherlands after a new, more infectious coronavirus strain appeared in the United Kingdom. A government source had earlier told newsmen that the new restriction could be adopted by the entire 27-member European Union and that countries are also discussing a joint response over sea, road and rail links with Britain, adding that all flights will stop from midnight while cargo flights will be exempted. Meanwhile, the health minister, Jens Spahn, has added that from today there will be restrictions on all arrivals by sea, rail and road by citizens of Britain and South Africa, where the new strain has also been detected. The new coronavirus strain is believed to be 70% more contagious than before, sparking fear as the world is already under pressure from the second wave of the pandemic. The country has, however, re-entered lockdown this week, closing schools and non-essential businesses. Spahn has also urged the public to cancel all non-essential trips in general, while Germany's halt to the United Kingdom flight will for now only stand until December 31st, when Britain definitely leaves the EU system. The first of millions of doses of Moderna's COVID-19 vaccine were being prepared on Saturday for shipping to locations across the United States, a top official said, hours after it was authorized for use in the hardest hit country in the world. The United States Food and Drug Administration, FDA, announced late Friday that it has granted emergency approval of the vaccine a week after it did the same for the vaccine from Pfizer and BioNTech. General Gus Perner, who is overseeing the massive logistical operation as part of the government's Operation Warp Speed, said that distribution of the Moderna vaccine had already begun. He added that the first doses were being moved from the manufacturing center in Bloomington, Indiana, to warehouses operated by logistics firm McKesson in preparation for shipping on Sunday. And finally, moving on to the exciting world of sport, Eddie Hearn has confirmed that all British heavyweight showdown between Anthony Joshua and Tyson Fury has been verbally agreed. The blockbuster bout is likely to take place between the next May or June 2021 after a breakthrough in negotiations. Matchroom promoter Hearn admitted that minor issues need to be resolved before an official date is confirmed. It is said to be one of the biggest British showdowns ever as the two giants go head-to-head to determine who will be crowned undisputed heavyweight champion of the world. However, it is likely to be a two-fight deal worth a staggering £500 million, while the destination could be in the Middle East. Formula One world champion Lewis Hamilton has been voted BBC Sports Personality of the Year 2020. He's said to be equaled Michael Schumacher's record of 7 world titles with his 4th consecutive championship in 2020. The 35-year-old from Stevenage also surpassed Schumacher's total of 91 Grand Prix wins, while in a public vote, Liverpool captain Jordan Henderson finished second, while jockey Holly Doyle was third. Boxer Tyson Fury, England cricketer Stuart Broad, and snooker great Rooney O'Sullivan was shortlisted for the main award. According to report, this is said to be the second time Hamilton has been crowned Sports Personality of the Year, having first won the award in 2014, and he is also a 4-time runner-up, mostly in 2019. And with that, come to the end of the news. Here is a recap of the headlines. 42 microfinance banks lose licenses. Former VCs, council members, religious leaders, others meet on Tuesday over UIVC. Germany to suspend air links with United Kingdom from midnight, and in the world of sport, Joshua Fury clash verbally agreed. Please don't forget to always adhere to COVID-19 safety measures. The news was compiled by Hope Chijoke. I am Mopola Bakde Kale. Good day, and thank you for watching.